Well, hello YouTube, Steve Patton with General Patton Bushcraft back with you, friends. Back out in the backyard, and tonight we got to do a bow drill fire. I got a bow drill set. It's a cedar bow drill set here. I got 3 different lengths of spindles. Let's try all 3. We got the ends are burned up a little bit. We got to clean those up. I'm going to show you how I do that. And I'm going to show you the components of the bow drill set. It's just a $2 cedar board from Home Depot. Stay tuned. Alright friends, these are the 3 spindles I have. These are made out of cedar. They're made out of a cedar board for cedar fencing. You can see the dog-eared fencing board. But a pro tip, if you're just starting out or you're practicing in the backyard, your technique and your form, use cedar. Super easy, super forgiving, easy to get an ember with. I made these spindles out of a board. So you got to have a spindle, 1, 2, a motherboard or a hearth board, some people call it. 3, you need an ember catch to go underneath your hearth board. This is a piece of leather. I have a piece of fat wood that I use as a bearing block. And then you need a bow. This is my broken bow. Repaired it with a piece of string. I've been practicing with this for a couple years now. Still working really well. This is my backyard bow. So 1, bow. 2, spindle. 3, hearthboard, motherboard. 4, ember catch. 5, bearing block. Alright, let's clean up these tips and see if we can't get a fire going with all 3 of these spindles, different lengths. Short, medium, and large. I like the tall ones. Alright, let's clean these up. I'm just going to get this black off of here. You want a blunt tip on this end. Oh, I got to get a fire going quick. The mosquitoes are eating me up. Okay. Let's make sure this pencil end is nice and sharp. This pencil end is what's going to go on the bearing block. And we want this kind of pointed like a pencil because we don't want any drag. We want this just to spin in the bearing block with no drag. Sometimes when you hear some squealing and squelching on your bow drill, it's probably this bearing block end. Show you what I'm talking about. But this is going to go in here and just spin with no drag. Okay, we're going to call this one ready. Let's get this one. Let's get the black off of this end. Gotta keep moving. These skeets are eating me alive here. Get this shiny glazing off, and then let's sharpen up this end here. Put a lot of nice narrow tip on here. Okay. Call that one good. Keep her moving. Take this blunt in. Take the black glazing off. And let's, ooh, look at this end. This is really dull. We need to sharpen this up. Make it long and narrow like a super sharp, long pencil. Let's go with it. Let's see if we need, if there's any of these we can still use. Let's make a new, we're going to make a new divot right here. All right, let's do a burn-in. We'll use the long one. Load the bow, put it on that divot, warm it up. I can smell it. I see black dust, a little bit of smoke. We'll call that a good burn-in right there. What we got to do now, let's cut the V-notch. We got to cut a V-notch. Okay, we cut the V-notch right in the center of that burn-in. This is the one we're using right here. Now, pro tip, turn your motherboard over and cut you a little, see this valley right here? We're going to do the same thing on this new hole. We're going to cut a valley right in here like this to allow some more oxygen to come in and help that ember. Coalesce. Once we pile up that black dust, we want it to heat up and turn into an ember. And how we help that is cut a little channel underneath here and allow some oxygen up underneath, like that right there. Similar to that right here. This is the one we're using. We got to be gentle with this cedar. Let's let that heat transfer into that bird's nest. That's a real bird's nest, friends. Wind blew it out of the trees. Let's do a little arm swing, figure 8 arm swing with it. Alright friends, there you have it. That's the bow drill. Backyard bow drill practice. I appreciate everything you do for the channel. All your likes, all your views, all your shares. Most importantly, all your comments. Leave me a comment. Check out the description box. We got the General Patton Bushcraft storefront on Amazon. Get a lot of cool tools and gear. Before you leave, please consider subscribing. Do give the video a like. Please, please don't depart from the faith. And if you haven't already, give your life to Christ. Do it today. Don't wait. And as always, God is good. God is great. I see y'all on the next video. Already got a date.